why being lonely makes you better than other men objectively. You might be wondering in this video, like, why do I even say this? Where am I gonna go with this? The reality of the game is that we all feel like nobody cares about us. We all feel like the society that we live in doesn't care about our fundamental human needs, because that's what it is. To be alone is to sort of avoid and sort of deprive yourself of a fundamental human need. But I'm gonna give you guys some tips that I've used during my time alone, and during my time still alone, how I sort of use it to improve, use it to my advantage. And so the first thing is that you guys become more feminine inside of relationships. And the big problem here is that guys, number one, are masculine enough to be in a relationship at first, and two, you just care too much. So I've seen time and time again guys who I've known get into a relationship. They are usually pretty masculine guys, right? No offense to any if you might be watching this video. It has to be said, man, you guys just become too feminine when you guys get in a relationship, because it always becomes, well, the girl, my female, said I can't come outside today, I can't hoop with you guys today, I can't exercise, I can't work out with you guys today because my girl said so, and I don't want to make her mad. That's usually what it comes down to. And I've been through the same thing, you know what I'm saying, where I had the girl, she wanted me to stay inside, she wanted me to chill. In reality, she doesn't really want that, you know what I'm saying? She wants you to progress and succeed, but they also want to spend time with you. And so the problem here is that you just care too much about her feelings, man. You got to tell her what it is, and you got to be the masculine one to tell her, like, no, I need to work on myself. I need to go put this work in, because if I don't, you're going to be fucking Chad and Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? And this is the reality of the game. So like today when I was walking to the gym, for example, I seen this guy, you know, it was dark outside. I seen this guy, he was outside with his girl just chilling on the bench, right? I looked at him and I was walking with some good posture, you know what I'm saying? Head up, you know what I'm saying? Everything, you know what I'm saying? Look, I was on my A game, you know what I'm saying? I was going to the gym. I was looking at this guy like, bro, I would destroy you in a fight. No offense to him, bro. No offense to him and his girl. I'm not here to disrespect. But I was like, respectfully, bro, if we got into a fight, but yeah, like I said, bro, I'm destroying this man. Because you got to look at it like this, bro. I'm going to the gym. This is the place where you go to get better than people. This is where you go to improve. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm in the gym, while I'm walking to the gym, mind you, this is like a 2-hour walking. Running is like 37 minutes. I'm kind of a slow walker, but I'm walking in the cold. I'm walking in the cold by myself. And I go to the gym and I put in the work. I had a leg day today, right? I walk to the gym. I put in that work, and it's dark outside. I'm walking. I go there. I finally make it there. I put in the work for like an hour. I hit the punching bag and I'm boxing. And then I walk all the way back home, and I had no female. I didn't get a girl. I was hungry. I was hungry the whole time. I was starving. I was cold. You know what I'm saying? Look, you compare me. You put me in a cage with that guy, and you fight to the death, bro. I'm beating this guy, bro. I'm destroying. I'm murking him, bro. Respectfully, man. And this is how it goes for all guys. You know what I'm saying? It's not even just because, oh, I'm just superior to him. It's because the stuff I had to go through. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's point number one, man. This is how you guys gotta look at it. You guys gotta look at it like, I'm going to the place where you improve. This is the place where you get better than people. So of course I'm gonna be better than you. You know what I mean? All right, guys. So the second point that I have to make, the second advantage of being alone, is that you have nobody else to report back to. Now, this can sort of be a double-edged sword, because this also means that nobody is here to keep you accountable. So that's one thing, or a caveat or a limitation that you gotta keep in mind when applying this advantage or when using this advantage. Overall, it sort of ties in with the first point that I made, and is that you have nobody to pledge allegiance to, nobody to report back to, nobody who you have to worry about upsetting. Therefore, you can take risks. You can do stuff. You can do stupid things. You have to pay the consequences, but you're not going to have to hear anybody getting on you about it. You know what I mean? It's like when you're playing 21. If you guys don't know what 21 is, it's a game that basketball players play. And the reason why I love this game is because I can take as many risks as I want to. I can shoot as many threes as I want to, and I don't have to hear my teammate getting on my ass about it. Why? Because I don't have a teammate. It's a free-for-all. So I can do whatever that I want to do. And I can take more risks. I can take more 3-point shots, and most of the time these 3-point shots help me win the game. You know what I'm saying? So this advantage is something very, very, I guess, underrated, I can say. Now, the third advantage, this one is called reinvent yourself. Reinvent yourself. It ties in with the other points because, again, it's with this whole thing that you don't have to worry about somebody trying to talk you down and trying to tell you who you are. Reinventing yourself is something that really needs to be done because it's sort of changing your normal, changing your reality. Okay, so back a couple years ago, people never would have been expecting me to be the type to enjoy my people's history, Sudanese history, stuff like ancient Egypt, the kingdom of Kush, which is very much Sudanese history. People wouldn't really expect me to do that. People wouldn't expect me to read books, have proper citations, even making YouTube videos. People who see me now, I guarantee you, if you know me, you probably never expected that. Throughout my whole time, childhood, I've reinvented myself multiple times. You know what I'm saying? And this is because I haven't always had a lot of friends like that. You know, earlier I used to have friends, but once high school came in, bro, it was just raps from there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a lot of people that I hung out with on every single day. And those people who I did have these relationships with, I'd see them less and less often. You know, I've always been someone who's moved around. And so reinventing yourself really helps you change what your normal is. What is your new normal? Okay, so stuff like I've been able to make things like reading books, going to the gym. These are new things that are normal for me. But before, things that used to be normal was going outside, just hanging out, doing nothing all day. Some other guys normal is smoking weed, stealing. You know what I'm saying? I used to be on that sort of bad timing, you know what I mean? But due to me changing my normal, due to me changing what my reality is and changing my beliefs about myself, which is a very important thing to remember. You got to change your beliefs about yourself. Who do you believe that you are? This will help you reinvent yourself, because even when you have nobody around and you reinvent yourself, those old people, they won't be able to tell you that they knew who you were. There was a quote that was made by Nasty C in one of his songs. I think it was "Send Me Away," where it was like some sort of back and forth argument he did in his verse. It was really dope. One of the accusations that he made was that, and just check this line out: "I was still with you when you were still thinking about changing your rap name." That right there, look, as someone who was a rapper myself, bro, that hit deep. That hit deep, bro, because I was like, yo, like, this nigga really had to have been through some shit. Like, this is not some shit that a normal artist comes up with. Like, knowing someone so well, so long, you know what I'm saying? Knowing them when they were at the worst moments, to the point to where you were around and with them when they were still thinking about changing the rap name. Like, imagine being with Lil Durk while he was still thinking about changing his rap name. King Von when he's still thinking about changing his rap name. Like, those big guys, you know what I mean? It's really something like that will sort of like open your mind, because it's like, that's just some crazy shit, man. And if somebody said that to me, like, low key, hey, I don't know if I should say I would be embarrassed, but like, you know, it's just something that hits hard. It's deep. And the fourth advantage is that you become more interesting. You become a more interesting person to be around. You sort of gain your own experiences, and you sort of are able to sort of isolate yourself from the rest of society, and you're able to observe. You're able to listen. And it was actually said in one of the ancient Egyptian papyrus wisdom books that he who cannot listen is hated by God, man. So becoming more interesting, it's really just about listening to the world. You get to see what everything is like. And also, on top of that, you get to lock yourself away and work on the man in the mirror. That's another thing what this whole thing is about, man. The advantages of it. You get to become more interesting because you've been through the trials and tribulations. You know yourself. You become emotionally intelligent. You know what I'm saying? We can all improve. I'm not trying to give the impression that I've sort of achieved every single thing that I'm telling you guys you can get an advantage from. I'm still on my journey, and I'm gonna be on this journey for the rest of my life. But overall, I've noticed that people have found me more interesting as I've sort of became on this self-improvement. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of an interesting person to be around when you really get to know me, because of stuff you've been through, especially if you're putting in the work. Now, if you're alone and all you do is play video games, you don't really do much, then you're not going to be interesting to be around. This advantage only applies if you actually put in action and take advantage of the other advantages that I've laid out before this. So stuff like going to the gym, you get to reinvent yourself. Listen to some new music. Have a listen to a different genres and artists. This type of stuff will definitely, you know what I'm saying, help you become more interesting. It ties in with that last point, that previous point of reinventing yourself. You get new hobbies. You start, like, you know what I'm saying? I've had so many hobbies throughout my childhood, throughout my whole life. I've been a soccer player. I've tried football. You know what I'm saying? Basketball. Now I'm into like scholarly stuff. I'm doing YouTube now. I was a whole rapper, a musician, a music artist. I did all of it. You know what I'm saying? I even had a time where I wanted to be a model. All that stuff, man. You got to go through these different phases to be able to reinvent yourself, and reinventing yourself will make you more interesting. All right, guys, and the last advantage that I got to go through with you guys and tell you guys is that you just glow up. Something about you just look better, especially specifically if you hop on that self-improvement wave. You actually improve yourself. Okay, you got to give yourself a reason to be interesting, all right? Because you actually glow up when you're not around other people, because you get to focus on yourself. So you get to focus on things like your hygiene, the way that you look, making sure your skin is smooth. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't got no Teach Henley special, no Teach Henley fucking Teach Henley fucking promo video, whatever. But yeah, man, you get to like improve yourself. You know, especially as a guy, you get to go to the gym. You get to work on yourself, your personality, what your hobbies are, and you get to work on your attractiveness. You know what I'm saying? Get into orthotropics, do a couple of facial exercises, do some gym exercises, get muscle, get built. You know what I'm saying? Get built. You know what I'm saying? Get into the gym, and just develop attractive habits and tastes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, so these are the advantages of being lonely and having nobody around you like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, you might feel like, you know, the society doesn't really care about you. Society will care about you. Society won't care about you as a man, but it will care about you. They will care about you if you put in that work. If you sit in here, you just play video games again, you don't do nothing. If you just simply don't do anything, if you don't try anything, of course nobody's gonna care about you. It's just the way things go. You know what I mean? It's just the way that things go. You gotta add value. You know what I'm saying? Add value to the team. So, with that being said, guys, if you like this type of content, hit the like button. If you want to have these conversations, join the Discord server, the New Sudan Now Valley Elites. You know what I'm saying? Follow my socials. I'll leave them in the link in the description. You want to learn more about Sudanese and African history? Discord server. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? And we out.